I would question this one. Maryland. Alright, so I'm asking AI chatgpt to give me a list of the 10 best US states to live in and also the 10 worst. And as you're about to see, you have to kind of coax it around a bit and maybe ask the question a second time. So let's jump in and see what it says. So here I'm asking it what are the 10 best US states to live in. And as we can see here, it's saying it's difficult to determine the best, which is true, and it gives a list of factors to determine what good states are to live in, like low crime rate, strong economy, education, healthcare, transport. So this is all good stuff, but it's not like giving me names of states here. Different states excel in different areas, which is absolutely true. We want names here, and sure enough, it did give me names. So I asked this earlier, and there's a regenerate answer function, and as you can see here it says one of two. So I did ask this again to answer the question, and it gave me a second answer, and as you can see it actually does give me a list. So according to the 2021 US News and World Report Best States Rankings, the top 10 states to live in are here: Washington, New Hampshire, Minnesota, Utah, Vermont, Maryland, Virginia, Massachusetts, Colorado, and Connecticut. So there you go. We have quite a few New England states here: New Hampshire, Vermont, Massachusetts, and Connecticut. 4 out of the 10 are New England states, and then the rest are kind of scattered around. I don't know if you agree with this list. I would question this one. Maryland. The biggest city in Maryland is Baltimore, and Baltimore is like one of the worst cities in the country to live in. Outside of that, there isn't that much to do in Maryland. It is close to Washington, D.C., so there's probably a lot of wealthy suburbs around the D.C. area in Maryland. And that might explain why Virginia is also on the list, because Virginia is also located right where DC is. These rankings were based on a variety of factors, including education, healthcare, economy, infrastructure, opportunity, and quality of life. So what are the 10 worst US states to live in? Will it give me a straight answer? Different states are different. Okay, it is. It's going to use the same source. Ranked from 41st to 50th, the bottom 10. Oklahoma, Arkansas, Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, West Virginia, Kentucky, South Carolina, Missouri, and New Mexico. So it says that the rankings, the bottom 10 states ranked from 41st to 50th. So if I'm interpreting this correctly, New Mexico is the worst, and Oklahoma is like the 41st. A lot of these are in the South: Arkansas, Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, South Carolina. So a lot of southern states, which is interesting because the general trend right now is that people are moving to southern states, but maybe not these ones. There's a lot moving to Florida. There's a lot moving to North Carolina. But I guess not as many are going to places like Arkansas, Mississippi, and Louisiana. And these states have high poverty rates, and I think they got high crime rates as well. Alright, so I'm just going to ask you which is the best US state to live in. So we got the top 10. Let's see if it'll give me the top 1. The top state is Washington. These rankings are subjective. So going back up here, I guess it gave it an order, with Washington being the best and then New Hampshire the second best, I guess. So I'm going to ask you which is the worst. So it's probably going to give me New Mexico. What is the worst US state to live in? And it should give us this source again. Yep, New Mexico is the worst. So there you go, guys. Washington is the best state and New Mexico is the worst. That's not my opinion. That comes from this US News and World Report. Alright, so there you go. Subscribe to the channel. If you got any ideas, any subjects you want me to talk about, let me know in the comments. Until next time, see you all later.